Okay, so we are looking at how to write great stories. And you should have seen this slide, and you're looking at this, and we're brainstorming a great story idea. And so we kind of did that yesterday. But really, we want to think about this big part right here, making characters come alive. We want to generate traits and really think about who our characters are. So what I've given you to kind of help you with this is this. Hey, there I am. Is this sort of planning document? And I'm not going to go through it in terms of the step by step, but I really want to think about all these different points, and I've picked one of my stories. So hold tight, and I'm going to start with, where does your story take place? What is the mood? What is the tone? So here I have sort of thought about where my story takes place. It takes place in a suburban house during a sleepover. There are two boys, and they've decided to sneak out at night. It is dark. The mood is one of conflict and guilt. The tone is both familiar and somewhat unsettling. So we get a general idea of what's going on. But now I want to go to character, and this is really where I really want you to focus here, right? And I have a whole bunch of questions here, and so I'm going to go through and really think about my character. Remember, it's creative, it's fictional. I have to really put myself, almost like an actor, in this person's shoes and think about who they are. So here we are. I have a character named Adam. He's 13 years old. He's white. He's middle class, but slightly on the working class side. His hobbies are more academic. He likes chess. He likes acting, but he's not very popular, so he's not involved in student council or anything that would require others. Let's see here, others' approval. He's very intelligent, sort of and he is average height and build. All right, so we have a sense of who this character is. Now we're getting a little bit more in putting my shoes, like putting myself and really thinking about who he is in terms of as a person. And what I have done, right, is I have put forth sort of some ideas here and then some questions that sort of taking my character for a uh, test drive, right? How would they respond if they bumped into the popular girl at school? How would they respond if the teacher called them on in class? And what I'm trying to get here is, who is this person, right? Because this person is not you, right? And then really importantly, like, what motivates this character? What is driving them in a story, right? And how are the character change in the story? Okay, so as you can see, I have filled this in. I have put in my character, all sort of the sort of things that we require, but I think internal thoughts about himself. My character sort of knows his place. He wants to be more well liked. He has a sort of complex about himself. He's not that confident. He wants to fit in a little bit more. He wants to take a few more risks. His relationship with others is somewhat awkward. He has some close friends, but is looking to explore other avenues. For the most part, he has very little relationships with people outside of his friend circle. He gets along with his parents and generally follows the rules, right? He would probably smile and apologize. He would be very polite, but almost in a formal, overly adult way. The public would pay him no attention. She might smile and think he's a nice guy. He would be startled by the attention, but he would answer the question and get it right. The teacher would smile with approval, knowing that he was a nice, easy person to call on. In this story, my character is motivated by a sense of adventure, a sense of trying something new, a sense of breaking out of his shell. He's motivated by not totally being by not totally being who he has always been. So something about change, right? At the end of the story, my character will have changed by oops, enjoying breaking the rules for once. He will have realized that sometimes it is worth doing something a little different. So now at this point, I'm going to stop because I really want you guys to pay attention to, though, where my scene is, but really try to figure out this character piece. This is a really, really important part, right? Because when I write, I am not myself, right? I am being an actor and I am imagining myself as a character going through this world. This is creative fiction.